Time to take a look at the tail of the tape for Marcos Maidana, who's 26 years of age. Victor Cayo, 25 years of age.
The undefeated challenger, Victor Mermelada Cayo. Super lightweight world champion, Marcos Chino Maidana.
However, give him the warning now. Give me a good, clean fight. Remember, guys, I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch him up. Okay?
Alex, what's the mindset of in Buenos Aires, in one of 3 apartments that he owns? Cayo, one of 12
in a fight. They feel each other's power. They see the way each other moves. And it tells them how much respect early on.
The quickness, and he hasn't really got used to the body rhythm yet.
Although here we see Maidana getting a little more aggressive. You know,
Whitaker?
Donald Curry or some great, that's more obscure. I guess Purnell's a better reference, right? He's not some...
I think he senses something or sees something that he can expose.
Slaps a guy has.
Absolutely. You know, you don't want to really get hit, especially in the first couple rounds.
As a puncher. Cayo has surprising power. First round, Cayo commanded a certain amount of respect from Maidana.
But Cayo definitely needs to throw that jab a lot more. He's not throwing it enough. And he has
Timothy Bradley or Devin Alexander.
Getting to know him and talk with him, you actually believe him.
Yeah, he's a
But
nice
he is rather heavy-handed for the style in which he fights.
thing about you that, you know.
But I think he don't. What do you
seconds of round number 1, scheduled for 12. Marcos Maidana.
Really looping punches and need to be a little bit more straighter.
The other thing about Cayo coming into this fight.
Cayo hooks to the body and then goes to the head. Maidana blocking a lot of that.
Cayo needs to keep his hands up a little bit more, especially up against the ropes. You don't want to put your hands
in the ring tonight. They'll show they're nasty with their punches.
Very pleasant.
Maidana, one of 8 children from Santa Fe, Argentina.
What do you think he's shown Maidana so far that's stopping Maidana from giving him the bum's rush?
Well, Maidana hasn't found it.
This fight makes a lot of technical mistakes, but it's not as though Marcos Maidana is.
Cayo's elected to go forward.
His goal is to buy them a house.
Maidana comes into this fight with a reputation, at the deserved reputation.
Is that just a little bit of cautiousness that you want early on, just to get a taste of it?
Maidana's trying to find a way in, but he's getting caught as he comes in.
Early on, they need to give their opponent. And so far, at least in the first round,
you know, he's trying something new.
Technically perfect fighter. He himself is an awkward, roundhouse punching kind of fighter at times.
Minded of is to keep his hands together and close his fist, especially when he's throwing the punches. Some referees will warn you.
Talking with Maidana yesterday, you know, he talked about the fact that he respects all of his opponents.
Rising power. He doesn't look like a puncher. His knockout record isn't overly impressive, but
Maidana trying to throw some hooks to the body.
Well, you know, when you're undefeated, you have to get that respect. There's something about you that...
Cayo doesn't mind mixing it up either.
And he has the speed and the quickness to be able to be really effective with that. Most of his punches right now are really looping punches. You don't want to put your hands down and be up against the ropes, because when you want to move, you have no place to move and your hands are down.
Oh, and he got dropped by a left right at the bell. And it's counting. First time he's ever been down. I thought that came after the bell.
It landed because Cayo relaxed. It landed because, as you guys were pointing out, Cayo had his hands down.
In the name, what's wrong? Joe, please, he's hitting him in the name. Please control it. Please control it. He hit him after the bell and he hit him in the name. Come on, it's 3 times. 3 times. What's up with that?
Part of that has to do with Cayo kind of moving around and dipping all over the place.
In this kind of fundamentally unsound style.
You know, when boxers look at particular styles and they look at their hero.
With his forearms and gloves.
See, I like that about Cayo. Cayo will come after you.
So you're saying that it's not just that maybe they're not the same level of trainer or same emphasis on boxing, but without.
Maidana. You know, Bob, he's got tremendous defense. I mean, Victor Cayo is a guy that lives on the edge.
With 15 knockouts.
Lennox, you mentioned earlier, previous round.
And then a right again.
There's raw material there with Cayo, obviously.
Hook that missed.
And while Maidana is a puncher, as I mentioned.
You know, you respect and love.
Good right hand.
Is there a
We've seen fighters from that part of the world, from Cuba, from Puerto Rico, come out with much better technical skills.
The arms high, the elbows in tight, and in round one, even though
the PR in recent years has been Joan Guzman. And Guzman, though he was successful tonight against Tunica, doesn't take jab.
Break!
Ariel Sarmiento, the trainer for Cayo, complaining that Maidana's hit him
from most fighters out of the Dominican Republic. Not the same emphasis on Cayo. Is fortunate not to be in with a Timothy Bradley or a Devin Alexander fighting.
Cayo needs to put his hands up.
He always bounced into the left off the ropes.
Maidana blocked a lot of his shots and scored some hard ones. In round two, Maidana gets an extra point for the knockdown, and certainly.
A lot of that getting blocked. And then Maidana gets Cayo between the ropes. It's not like Maidana's purposely trying to hit him behind the neck. But see how he dips down right there?
And the style worked for me. And it's important to grab something from a boxer that you love.
Time for Harold Lennerman's unofficial scorecard.
Okay, Bob, I got it 30-26.
Marcos Maidana and Victor Cayo fighting in the 140-pound weight class. Interim champion is Maidana.
All of a sudden, he'll elect to go forward, which is good.
Chopping right hand by Maidana, a left and then a right again.
A lot of fighters out of the Dominican Republic. He's talented, Cayo. You see he's talented. But the technique without those great fighters to emulate, that Dominican fighters are less likely to.
He keeps his hands down all the time, even when Maidana is flurrying.
That you need these boxing role models where you're from to, you know, the best
One fighter has better balance, they'll get through with better punches.
Certainly, I thought he won round three. I got it 3-0, Marcos Maidana.
We're in Las Vegas at the Hard Rock. Bob Papa, Lennox Lewis. Nice combination by Victor Cayo to end the round.
It wasn't an intentional.
And I want to amend what I said a little bit. It does seem to me that the punch was not started.
Faces Sergio Martinez.
You're not trying to be careful.
Not sure where that left hand landed by Maidana, but it seemed to thud.
The heck with the jabs. Let's just throw power shots, shall we?
There's power behind it.
Yep.
And Maidana tries to dig in and go to work.
And he has a temper.
Really needs to keep that hand up a little bit more.
I'm impressed by Cayo. He is competing. I mean, he's getting his head handed to him a bit here.
Get the feeling that Maidana's starting to find the zone a little bit, Lennox?
Well, he's settled down a little bit.
Pressing the action when he feels like he has the advantage, and he's going toe-to-toe at times with a dangerous fighter, Maidana, and getting the better.
Still down, but you can't move anywhere and you get hit and hurt.
And it's a shame, Lennox, because we see Cayo has some very...
And Maidana. Cayo was down near the end of round number 2, right at the bell from the left hand.
See, and some technical improvement from the last time we've seen him.
defense is kind of weird, but he blocks your punches, throws punches, and he gets through with punches.
Oh, good luck.
See, Cayo really stands still and puts
Big
his
shots in a testament to Rock'em Sock'em Robot here in round 5.
See?
You know, the lightweight division. Then before this fight, we showed the 140-pound division. Good right hand by Maidana.
Cayo has to
In the green and yellow against Victor Cayo in the blue. Oh, good left hand by Cayo.
Got those long arms, Cayo, too.
not only long, but they're heavy. There's power behind. Face out there in the way. When really,
left hand by Maidana.
See?
How talented it is when you think about the landscape of this division. Look at the talent, not even at the title, block some of it.
Of a real fighter, Cayo. For all the technical mistakes he makes, for the fact that his basic style is a hit and miss style.
More. See, when you're used to keeping your hands down, all of a sudden the guy throws a punch, your hands are down.
Right hand
moment, but he's competing with a top 140-pounder with all the technical flaws he has. He's doing it on talent and mox.
He's trying to work different things.
The better of it right now.
Maidana counters with a left and then a right to the body against Cayo.
Keep his hands up and correct some of those mistakes. He'd be very difficult to hit.
Well, at least one hand up.
They both exchanged. Max, we started the night at 135 pounds. We showed the graphic of...
He's taken a beating in this round so far. He looks hurt.
Really hold on right now and keep his hands up because he doesn't look
body shot
well on his feet.
Hook right to the body. From Cayo.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ain't not gonna make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Hard Rock of Las Vegas, the official time, 1 minute, 38 seconds of round number 6. The winner and still WBA interim super lightweight world champion, Marcos Chino